almost as long as computers have been a common household item, Logitech has been around producing some of the world's most used PC peripherals. They produce a wide array of devices, including mice, keyboards, and webcams, and they've been pioneering in the peripheral space for almost 40 years, dating back to the early 80s since the company's inception. You would be hard-pressed to find somebody who hasn't heard the name of Logitech, and even more so in the online creation space. Logitech peripherals and content creation are a common pairing for both budding and veteran content creators, especially for live streamers. Having a camera to live stream is commonplace, but without good lighting, the webcam won't reach its intended performance, which we're going to have a look at in today's video. Today, I'm bringing you a technical breakdown and my thoughts on their newest lighting peripheral designed with online content creators in mind, the Logitech LitraGlow. So let's jump into it. Before we jump into the review, I'd like to give a quick shout out to the ladies over at Communicate for providing me with a review unit. Also, if you enjoy this review or find it helpful, be sure to drop a like and a comment, and subscribe for more videos and live streams. I typically stream live twice a week here on YouTube, and posting my upcoming schedule in advance so you can set a reminder for the streams that you want to watch. Let's talk about what's included in the box. Inside the bright orange packaging is the LitraGlow unit itself, a 1.5 meter USB-C to USB-A cable, and some documentation. Nothing too fancy here, but I did create a fun little unboxing video a couple of weeks back on Instagram, which I'll put a link in the top corner of the video. The LitraGlow is 365.9mm high by 90.5mm with the monitor arm fully extended. It weighs in at approximately 177 grams, which is pretty light. Get it? Pretty light. It's a light. It's rated for a maximum of 250 lumens and has a temperature color range of 2700 to 6500 Kelvin. The build quality of the unit is solid enough to do the job, but holding it does feel like as if it could be broken easily if bumped a few times. If you're using it as intended, you won't be swinging it around like a flail as you would in Elden Ring. The connector on the back of the unit is USB-C, which then connects to a standard USB port. Fortunately, it doesn't have any special USB requirements such as USB 3, so you can just chuck it in any old port on your computer. The included cable itself is 1.5 meters long, which is usually enough for most people. However, depending on your desk layout, you may want to consider buying a longer cable. I ordered some extended cables to test with my own setup, and I can safely say that they work as per normal, so you're all good to go click checkout at the card. The LitraGlow light settings can be adjusted via Logitech G Hub, or using the hardware buttons on the back of the unit if you don't want to install any additional software. You can adjust the color temperature and brightness, as well as turn it off and on, which is pretty standard. However, the added benefit of controlling it through G Hub is that you can see the camera input in real time from the same window by selecting the device that is your webcam. I'm using a 6-year-old Logitech C922, one of Logitech's flagship webcams at the time, and even though it is a bit older, it still has a good enough output for most streamers. To my surprise, the LitraGlow enhanced the visual quality of my webcam to a point where members of my live chat asked if I'd changed cameras because of the noticeable increase in quality. I wasn't able to get my hands on footage featuring a Logitech StreamCam paired with a LitraGlow to do a comparison, but if it helps enhance a 6-year-old webcam to look great, I'm confident that a newer webcam would look amazing. Installation of the LitraGlow is as easy as mounting the unit to your monitor, connecting the USB cable, and optionally installing the software. From there, it's a case of playing with the settings to suit your room lighting conditions to make your cam shot stand out. In both software and hardware modes, the settings are retained, so you won't need to readjust every stream if your room lighting conditions remain consistent. With all of that said, I do have a couple of small criticisms about the LitraGlow, one of which relates to powering on and powering off the device. You either need to press the hardware button on the back of the unit or open the G Hub software and toggle it from there. In addition to this, the device does not power off once the host PC is shut down. If you forget to turn it off prior, you'll be reaching over your desk to turn it off, which is a little bit annoying. Ideally, some sort of right-click function to the G Hub icon in the task tray would be a great way to control that. Or, even better, an integration with Elgato Stream Deck that allows users to assign a hotkey to toggle between different power states and color modes. Another possible issue that I've found relates to low bezel profile monitors. The part that latches onto the monitor might be slightly visible over the desktop. which can be annoying to folks with ultra-thin or zero-clearance bezels, especially as it doesn't appear that the Litroglow includes the ability to mount onto third-party tripods. Also, placement is somewhat limited depending on if your monitors have stands that increase the thickness and inhibit the device from sitting in certain places. But these are minor gripes, as I've mentioned. The Litroglow is safe enough to run for long periods of time, such as those stream marathons that all the cool kids like to do. After a few hours of use, the Litroglow remains at a safe enough temperature to hold in your hand without the risk of injury. As of the time of this review, the Logitech Litroglow retails for around 89 Australian dollars and is available at most major consumer outlets like JB Hi-Fi. In conclusion, the Logitech Litroglow is an impressive gadget that's sure to improve the overall production quality for creators of any channel size. At a comparatively low price point of $89, this powerful light with its soft diffuser, compatibility with any setup, and low space requirements, the Logitech Litroglow gets a seal of approval from me. I've actually replaced my Neewer lighting setup with the Litroglow as of a few weeks ago, and it's working great so far. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe for more content, like the video if you liked my review, and share with friends who are looking at getting a new lighting solution for their content creation.